Okay, so it's been about 8 months since I've done a proper one of these. I think I uploaded a video like I think 2 months ago, but I think that's just probably a bit of a yap fest, me sort of like just chatting for the sake of chatting. But it's been a while since I've done like a proper one of these. So I guess today, 21st of July, day one again. Things have changed, obviously, as you can see. I've moved to a different place. Place it's a lot cleaner, brighter, more natural light. It's cheaper as well, which is obviously nice. It's a fresh start, a breath of fresh air. Some updates, I guess. I don't know, it feels weird doing this again. It's been so long, but um, the biggest changes for the first time in maybe about 2 years. I actually sort of feel like I'm building some like momentum again. Things aren't obviously exactly where I want them to be, but I am definitely going in the right direction. There's no ifs or buts about it. As long as I keep my foot on the gas and keep doing what I'm doing, then things will only continue to improve. If I take my foot off the gas, or I slack, or I don't do what I'm doing, then things will fall apart. The biggest change as well is something which I had a really bad habit of was freezing in fear. For so long, I would overthink everything, just convince myself that I need like a perfect plan or that perfect timing or a perfect opportunity before I did anything. But obviously, all that ever did was leave me stuck, and then nothing would happen. But then, if something did happen, and then if something didn't go to plan, I would just panic and freeze and just sort of like lock up. I guess sort of like a turtle, just like go into my shell, and I'd just stay there and just do nothing, waiting for a miracle, I guess. But I've stopped doing that. I've just started doing stuff. I've just started doing what I needed to do. Like especially over this last month, I've just started. I hate the word like taking action because it's such like a buzzword, but I've just started doing the work which I was just not doing before. It's not been perfect, but it's been consistent. That I've been consistent for. I mean, we're obviously at 3 weeks into the month now. I've been consistent for the last 3 weeks, and like these last 3 weeks have been the most successful 3 weeks of the last 2 years of my life. So it just goes to show that you just don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent, and that is all that matters. Um, which obviously I know I have said about before. I have got notes. I feel so weird doing this again because it's been such a long time. Obviously, as well, I do want to keep this like raw, uncut, and the whole idea is for me to look back over it in 6 months' time and see like the growth and see the progression, which is what I said originally, but that just didn't happen. I just stopped doing it again. Um, so yeah, 3 weeks consistency, and like these 3 weeks have been the best 3 weeks of my life for the last 2 years. It's not an exaggeration either. Um, Another thing I've realised as well, like deep down, is I know I've spoken about this before, but waiting for someone to come and save me. And I know I said before, like I know it's not going to happen. Like I know someone isn't going to come and save me. No one's going to come bail me out. I am the only person that can save myself. But I do think, like psychologically, I do think that a part of me did think that even though I was telling myself that that wouldn't be the case, that someone would come and save me. And so I think because of that, I've probably not been as proactive as I should have been and as I could have been until again like recently. Like I've definitely like changed that. I'm not waiting for anyone to come and save me. I am taking what I want. If I want something, I am getting it. I am taking it. Which again like has been a positive. Do you know what I mean? Like a positive thing. Uh, yeah, Jesus. Another thing that's been painfully obvious, especially of like the start of like this month, is something I realized maybe like well, I would say 2 months ago, longer. I'd say well over like a year or two ago, which is probably why things sort of like went wrong. Is I used to like tie my self-worth to my work. For example, like if my work was going well, like I'd feel good about myself. And if my work wasn't going well, I would feel like I'm falling apart, I'm failing, and everything would just go to shit, and I would just lock myself up and lock myself away. But over like this last month, like again, like I've just realised that it's just not realistic. For a long time, I would get really motivated. I would set unrealistic expectations, miss those expectations, and then I'd beat myself up, burn out, and I just repeat the cycle over and over again. Oh, I've not slept yet. I've been awake for 16 hours, so I do apologise for the yawning, but I'm going to be sleeping after I've uploaded this. But yeah, so basically it was just like a spiral of that, of just like tying my self-worth to my work, not hitting targets or goals that I'd set for myself and just beating myself up. And then just going into this like shell. But again, over like this last, well, in fact, I wouldn't even say over like this last month, over like the last week, I would say, I've really started to like detach myself and my emotions from the outcome. Obviously, like my job isn't to have an amazing day every single day. Like it's just not sustainable. It's not sustainable for me to make, say, like, I mean, this is just like a round number just for like the sake of ease, but like it's not sustainable enough for me to make like, say, like 5,000 a day every single day. Like it's just not possible. But what is sustainable every day is for me to turn up and do what I need to do consistently. Obviously, don't get me wrong, like I'm still doing long days. Like I said, I've not slept yet. I know I've been awake for like 16 hours. And there's definitely moments where like I have felt like a little bit burnt out. But for the first time in a long time, like I'm able to like push through. Like I've got that hunger, like that fire in my belly, and I am able to push through, which is something that I've not had for maybe the best part of that 18 months. And yeah, like I say, like this last month as well, it's like it's made me realise my brain. This last month has made me realise again like what the hunger feels like, and it's definitely been missing for these last like 18 months. But again, not like the kind that like lasts for like a few days, which is what I had for like the last 18 months or so of that year and a half, where I would get like ambitious. I would get like a little bit of motivation, a little bit of fire, and I'd be like, I'd go 120% for like 3 days, and nothing would happen because why would anything happen after 3 days? And then I'd see nothing would happen, then I'd burn out, and then I'd beat myself up and I'd get all sad and depressed and stuff, and then things would just spiral. So again, like this last month, like I've stayed hungry, that fire has stayed in my belly, and I've just kept pushing, and I've just continued to see results. Even on days where it's not been as crazy as what it has been, like I've still pushed through and I'm still seeing results. So yeah, I'm showing up even when I'm tired. I mean, as you can probably tell. Another thing, I want to start doing these videos again, mainly for myself. I want something to look back on, something where I can actually like look back on myself every day for like a year, and as well just like a way to hold myself accountable. I think a habit I did get into with these videos was just like saying the right stuff, like saying like buzzwords, saying what I'd want people to hear, even though I'm making these myself, but just saying stuff to make me feel better instead of like actually being like honest and truthful. I think the best way for me to do these would probably be when I'm tired around this time, because I can't bullshit. I can't even form a sentence, so I'm not going to be able to bullshit anything. But yeah, I'm going to start doing these videos again and seeing where it takes me. But again, like I just don't want it to be like another way of me avoiding accountability. Me saying that, looking back and just throwing around buzzwords, talking about stuff that I'm going to be doing, Like my goal is to be talking about stuff that I'm actively doing, but I don't want to go into too much detail about everything right now because I do think I get maybe like a little bit excited. I don't say like I jinx myself, but like I think not like a case of like me being like humble, like me like showing off, but I don't want to be like, oh, I'm doing like this and this, and I'm making like this much and this much a month, or like this much a day. I just think that sets like the wrong mindset for like myself, and will get me spiraling like back in my old ways. So right now, my goal is to just turn up with these every day, and just talk about what I'm doing actively every single day, and obviously turn up as well for what I'm working on every single day, and just keep producing the results that have been, and not like a monetary result, like just turning up, doing what I need to do, and just not being shit basically. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that is everything. This has been really messy, but that's the best way. Obviously, I can look back on these in a few months and be like, wow, look at that growth. I know that sounds really sarcastic, but yeah, that I do mean that genuinely. Like I'm excited to look back on these and see where I am now. Like this mindset that I'm in, it's definitely a lot more like, positive compared to where I've been. I've been in some dark places. Like I know I said before, like the thing about hitting rock bottom is you can't go any lower. But honestly, like this last that 18 months. I know I keep saying 18 months, but yeah, this last 18 months it's been hard as fuck. Like there's nothing worse than just getting by. I mean, not even just getting by, like struggling to just get by. Like a bill would come out and like I would just have like no money, like scrimping and scraping. It has been fucking awful, and I've done it to myself, and it's been proved because for the first time in 18 months where I've been active and I've been doing what I've needed to do and I've been giving it my all consistently, there has been a drastic change. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna upload this, and then I'm off to bed. Um, and yeah, I'm trying to keep my head down, keep showing up, and excited to see where this takes me. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.